His Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, here presents his farewell speech to our fallen hero.
Okay.
This is the day the Lord has made. We shall not cry, we shall not mourn, we shall rejoice and be glad in it. To God be the glory for a day like this. Your Excellency, my brother Governor, the Governor of Anambra State, Okote. Her Excellency, the First Lady of Imo State, and all the other First Ladies here present. Her Excellency, one time the most beautiful girl in the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the wife of our lovely leader, Bianca Iyon Odumegwu Ojukwu. God bless you. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Imo State, the Speaker of Imo State House of Assembly, the Chief Judge of Imo State, members of the State Executive Council, our dear brothers, representative of the Governor of Kogi, Osun Ekiti, Kano, Kwara, and all the other states here present. Distinguished Senators Nassau, Your Excellency, the former Governor of Imo State, a one-time captain of the Biafra Army, Chief Achiku Demwa. Our dear Latuzi, the Vice Chairman of our BOT of Abga, Chief Manaka, one-time Minister of Health. Our dear Senator, representing our zone. The members of the military and all armed forces here present, my brothers and sisters, Ekelemon. I wish Tim Odumegwu Ojukwu is alive here. I know what we would have done precisely at this moment. See this great crowd. Tim Ojukwu would have walked up the stairs, rolling his eyes like a lion of the east. Today, unfortunately, he's no longer with us. May his soul rest in peace. For every journey that has a beginning must have an end. And for every sunrise, there must be a sunset. The end to an era has come. And the end to this era will indeed mark the beginning of another era. For every sunset, there must have been a sunrise. Since this sun has set today, another sun shall rise tomorrow. Life to me is an inexplicable pattern of mystery. Why was a man die when he's most needed? And why yet? We mourn. We are grieved. But we're not mourning like those who have no hope. Because I know that our Heavenly Father who liveth will indeed console the people of Igbo land. Indeed, well done. I have seen greatness. I've seen the Kembanewi. I've seen courage. I've seen the Kembanewi. I've seen commitment. I've seen the Kembanewi. I've seen love. I've seen the Kembanewi. I've seen a man who died for the cause of his people. I've seen the Kembanewi. One of his spoon on a billionaire's family, yet he chose the cause to fight for the cause of his people. May his soul rest in peace. Today in Igbo, we are indeed the true Nigerian. I say so because there's no country of this country that you go without finding an Igbo man. Wherever you find him, he is a workaholic. He's the one building industries. He's a trader, building the bridge of friendship. He's the one making friends across the globe. There's no country of society who will go without finding an Igbo man. And wherever you don't find an Igbo man, don't live there. It's not a safe city. But on the unfortunate thing is that the Igbo man is yet the first person to be killed when there's any crisis in Nigeria. Let me remind Nigerians and remind us also that the Igbos have led their life and poured their blood for the unity of this country. And so we believe entirely in the unity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Igbo are those that have kept on preaching the gospel of peace. And I want to kindly request all Nigerians. Why this great hero lies here? Many might want to join us in mourning him. But the best way to mourn Ikemba, the best way to remember this hero of our time, the best way to lay him to rest is to consider the plight of Igbo. Of all the zones in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it is only Igbo land that have 5 states. Out of all other zones. Therefore, we wonder how come we committed any sin that we're the only one having 5 states. I want to appeal to the National Assembly. I want to appeal to the Nigerians to please consider as a result of this man by giving the Igbo nation one more state. That's the best way to glorify this man in death. And let me emphasize here that Ojukwu did not go to war because he wanted secession. Ojukwu went to war to fight for the interests of his people. He went to war to fight injustice. Therefore, let it not be written in history that Ojukwu fought the war for secession. No, Ojukwu fought the war even to keep Nigeria together. Because if we never had that war, with the recent happenings in this nation, I'm sure by now we are broken up. So thank God, Ojukwu laid his life for this nation. I want to appeal to all of you that even as we mourn today, let us remember the family. Let us remember this widow, Bianca, who throughout the period of these trials stuck with this man. Even when there was no hope for going further, this woman remained with this man even till late moments. It's not common in Akaka history to see such love coming from a woman. Igbo, Bianca, the most beautiful girl in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Igbos are proud of her. Thank you. Let me also salute the courage of my brother, Okute. When he was sick, Okute was almost every other week in London, giving us report about his well-being and how he's doing. Okute, thank you very much. Igbo nation will remember you. Let me thank, very importantly, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Goodluck Jonathan, who, when told that our leader was sick, not only sent a team to go and visit him at his bed, but also showed every moral and financial support from Igbo. Mr. President, let me assure you that the bond that joins you with the Igbo nation will never be broken. want to thank Mr. President for all that he's done. But let me leave this platform for my great people. Indeed, the nation awaits to celebrate us. Why not do good part? Let us use this fine moment to define who we are as a people. Let us represent ourselves before nations of the world. The days are gone when men see us as people who are criminal-minded. Igbos are never criminal-minded. Men must understand in this country that the power of commerce in this nation lies in the hand of an Igbo man. Therefore, we want to cherish the effort of Ndibo. Nothing mega. This nation is waiting for us to prove ourselves. I want you to continue on the path of peace, continue on the path of unity, and continue to show love to others. Even when they slap you, even when you are killed, do not retaliate. And I say, while this nation is going through the phase of these challenges, let it not be hard that any evil state is involved in any reprisal attack. Rather, let us return love for hatred. Let us return joy for sadness. In that way, we prove to the world that we are the people. I want to thank all of you. And especially the people who are gathered here in no small way to honor this man. Today, we have built an edifice which is now called Ikembo Juku Center. That center will be a center of research to discuss all affairs as it affects the Igbo, especially the Igbo unity and culture. We must have an identity. We know where we come from and we know who we are. Igbo Day one. Igbo Day one.